Hey guys, today I wanted to do a review of the new MAC Matchmaster foundation, and I've been sick for a few days. I had a terrible cold, so that's why I haven't been filming lately, but I'm mostly better now, fingers crossed. I got this about a week and a half ago, and yeah, I wanted to do a review of it for you guys. What MAC says on their website: it's a new foundation technology using translucent pigments to enable a fully personalized finish influenced by the subtleties of your own skin's undertone. Moisturizing demi-matte finish, medium buildable coverage, line-reducing soft focus powders. And this is probably not really a foundation I'd be that interested in because I don't normally go for like medium coverage. I usually go for light coverage, but I feel like my skin has been kind of like a lot of dark circles and like random spots lately, and I also saw Cami Loves Kiwi's first impressions video on this, and I always like what she recommends, so yeah, I was swayed a little to purchasing it. And she said that it worked really well and the undertone thing actually works, which it was kind of, I didn't know if I would believe that, but I went to MAC and I got 2 samples first before buying it. I got shade 1 and shade 1.5, and there is a very big step up between those two. I'll show you actually, if I can find them. As you can see on my hand, well, obviously the lighter one is shade 1 and the bottom one is 1.5. Or, yeah, the top one for you guys. And I thought I would be not the first shade because I'm not like an NC 15 or something in MAC foundations. I'm usually like a 20 or 25, but I really think that this is not something that caters to very pale skin. So if you're lighter than me, you probably won't match any of them, but there are a lot of darker shaded colors if you are darker than me. So yeah, the shade match is kind of iffy. I really do think the first shade matches me well. As you can see, I didn't bring it down my neck or anything, and it doesn't look orangey or too pale. When I first put it on, it does look pretty white, and then 5 minutes later it'll look the right shade for me. It comes in a pump, which is actually pretty good. There's a lock on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it'll click, and so you know that if you travel with it, it won't pump down. And this is a pump that actually works, surprisingly. It doesn't deliver too much product. I usually use like a pump and a half for my whole face, which sounds like a lot, but a pump isn't very big. But yeah, I think that's good because I remember the Pro Longwear concealer, they had like a different pump than this, and it would just make a mess everywhere. I actually returned that back to MAC with like half the products left because I didn't like it very much anymore. The shade match is way too dark for me. Anyways, I really like this foundation, and that was kind of surprising to me. I was kind of ready to like return it if I didn't like it, but it does have like a semi-matte finish, so I do put strobe cream on underneath it, which is a good idea for any foundation that's a bit matte for you. But I find that it looks really natural on my skin. Even though it's a medium coverage, it doesn't look cakey unless you pile it on probably. I don't powder it. I don't think you would need to unless you had very oily skin. And it lasts really well on me. I sometimes put it on at like 8 in the morning and it'll still look good when I take it off at night. So that's good. I agree with the medium coverage, but you could sheer it out. I use a Sigma flat top kabuki brush. This one's wet because I just washed it, but some kind of brush like this, or the e.l.f. powder brush, which is like this. That's what I used today because that one's wet. Any kind of brush like this I think is a great idea for it. You could use a duo fiber brush, but I'm not really that familiar with them. I never really got into that whole wave. But sorry, my cold's acting up. I do really like this foundation. I would suggest getting a sample first because the shade match is kind of weird, but I do think that it would work for a lot of people. I have dry skin, but I do think it would work if you had oily skin. If you had very oily, I would say put a bit of powder over it, over your oily spots, but yeah, I think that MAC actually did a good job with this foundation. It doesn't break me out at all. I've never experienced that with MAC foundations though, but the only one I've ever tried is the face and body. And I've tried the Select Moisture Cover and the Prolong Wear Concealers. So those probably have like the same ingredients, just so nothing really breaks me out at MAC. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying this, and I think it's a really good foundation. I don't know if I would wear it every day. I'd probably wear it if I was having a long day or going out at night. Like I'm having a long day today because I have a night class, but yeah, and it's kind of expensive. In Canada, it ended up being like $40 with tax, but it's probably cheaper in the States, and yeah. You do get more foundation than normal. You get 35 milliliters instead of 30. Not that that really makes that much difference, but I like that it's more than normal. There's SPF 15 in this, but I have taken photographs and it looks pretty fine. I don't think 15 is a high enough number really to give a flashback. I think anything over 15 might. I don't know, test it out when you get your sample. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and check out my Twitter and my blog down below. And I'm almost at 100 subscribers. Like there's probably going to be like 90 by the time this goes up. So if you aren't subscribed, you really should do it, because my prizes for my contest at 100 subscribers are really amazing. Like if this wasn't my channel, I would be like the first one in line to enter it. So yeah, thanks guys, bye.